SP Guntur, Dr. T. Mohan Rao, Director of Protocol, GAD, AP Secretariat. Honorable Governor is requested to unfurl the national flag. All the spectators are requested to stand and officers in uniform to salute.
జాతీయ పతాక ఆవిష్కరణతో జాతీయ గీతాలాపన జరుగుతుంది. ప్రేక్షకులంతా లేచి నిల్చోవలసిందిగా, యూనిఫామ్ లో ఉన్న అధికారులంతా సెల్యూట్ చేయవలసిందిగా విజ్ఞప్తి.
Honorable Governor is requested to unfurl the national flag.
परेड सलामी देगा राष्ट्रीय सल्यूट सलामी शस्त्र
150 కోట్లను విడుదల చేసింది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూస్తున్నారు మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది ఆరోగ్య కుటుంబ సంక్షేమ మరియు వైద్య విద్యాశాఖ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం ప్రస్తుతం కీలకమైన జనాభా మార్పు దిశలో ఉంది. తగ్గుతున్న సంతానోత్పత్తి రేటు, పెరుగుతున్న వృద్ధుల జనాభా భవిష్యత్తుతో ఆర్థిక ఉత్పాదకత, ఆరోగ్య వ్యవస్థ, సామాజిక భద్రతపై ప్రభావం చూపే అవకాశం ఉన్న నేపథ్యంలో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ముందస్తుగా జనాభా నిర్వహణ మార్గదర్శక రూపకల్పనను సిద్ధం చేసింది. ఈ రూపకల్పన స్వర్ణాంధ్ర విజన్ 2047 జాతీయ విధానాలు, సస్టైనబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ గోల్స్ కు అనుసంధానంగా రూపుదిద్దుకుంది. ఇందులో 4 ప్రధాన అంశాలున్నాయి. మాతా శిశు సంరక్షణ సేవల ద్వారా తల్లి మరియు శిశువులకు సేవలందిస్తోంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూస్తున్నారు కదలి వస్తోంది స్త్రీ మరియు శిశు సంక్షేమ శాఖ శకటం. మన ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి ఆలోచన, దూరదృష్టితో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం ఇప్పుడు జనాభా నియంత్రణ నుంచి జనాభా నిర్వహణ వైపు దృఢమైన అడుగులు వేస్తోంది. జనాభా నిర్వహణ దిశగా దేశంలోనే తొలిసారి ప్రపంచ జనాభా దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా అమరావతిలో జాతీయ సమ్మేళనం నిర్వహించుట ద్వారా జనాభాను భారంగా కాకుండా దేశానికే ముందు నడిపించే శక్తిగా పేర్కొన్నారు. ఈ ఆలోచనకు 5 ముఖ్యమైన మూల స్తంభాలు: సహాయక సంతానోత్పత్తి వ్యవస్థ, ముందస్తు ఆరోగ్య సంరక్షణ, నిరంతర నైపుణ్యాభివృద్ధి, ఉద్యోగ ఉత్పాదకంతో మహిళలకు ప్రోత్సాహం, చురుకైన క్రియాశీల వృద్ధాశ్యం. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ మరియు ట్రైనింగ్ శాఖ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం రాష్ట్రాన్ని ఫ్యూచర్ రెడీ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్గా తీర్చిదిద్దేందుకు స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ శాఖ ప్రధాన భూమికను పోషిస్తోంది. గత 12 నెలల్లోనే 4 లక్షల మందికి పైగా వ్యక్తులు శిక్షణ పొందగా 1.45 లక్షల మంది ఉపాధి అవకాశాలను పొందారు. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ స్టేట్ స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కార్పొరేషన్ ద్వారా రాష్ట్ర వ్యాప్తంగా 175 అసెంబ్లీ నియోజకవర్గాల్లో 192 స్కిల్ హబ్లు పనిచేస్తున్నాయి. వీటిలో 33,352 మంది శిక్షణ పొందారు. PMKVY 2.0 నుంచి 4.2 పథకం క్రింద 80,898 యువతకు శిక్షణ, 33,715 మందికి ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ అందజేయడం జరిగింది. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదలి వస్తోంది మానవ వనరుల అభివృద్ధి శాఖ శకటం. అక్షరంతో పునాది, ఆవిష్కరణలతో భవిష్యత్తు, విద్యా వికాసం, నైపుణ్య ప్రకాశం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం విద్యా రంగంలో సమగ్ర మార్పు, ఆధునికత, సమాన అవకాశాల లక్ష్యంతో సరికొత్త డిజిటల్ విద్యా విప్లవాన్ని ప్రారంభించింది. లీప్ లెర్నింగ్ ఎక్సలెన్స్ ఇన్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అనే కార్యక్రమం ద్వారా పాఠశాల విద్యలో ప్రాథమిక స్థాయి నుంచే నాణ్యతా ప్రమాణాలను పెంచి ఫౌండేషనల్ లిటరసీ అండ్ న్యూమరసీ గ్యారంటీ క్రింద 3వ తరగతి వరకు ప్రతి విద్యార్థి చదవటం, రాయటం, ప్రాథమిక గణిత నైపుణ్యాలు సాధించేందుకు చర్యలను తీసుకుంటోంది గౌరవనీయులైన ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి నేతృత్వంలో సమర్థమైన రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది పరిశ్రమల శాఖ శకటం. పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి, పెట్టుబడులు, ఉపాధి ఆవిష్కరణ అనే త్రివేణి సూత్రంతో పారిశ్రామిక రంగంలో విప్లవాత్మక మార్పులకు నాంది పలుకుతోంది కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం. గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి నాయకత్వంలో రాష్ట్ర ఆర్థిక అభివృద్ధి, ఉపాధి సృష్టి, పెట్టుబడుల ప్రోత్సాహమే లక్ష్యంగా పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి అనే సూత్రాన్ని ప్రధాన విధానంగా తీసుకొని మన ముందుకు సాగుతోంది కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం. 10 సూత్రాలలో ఒకటిగా పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధిని సృష్టించే విధానంగా ఈ శకటం రూపుదిద్దుకుంటోంది. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు అంగరంగ వైభవంగా కదిలి వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ పర్యాటక శాఖ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ వారసత్వం, ప్రకృతి, సాహస యాత్రల యొక్క పయాణం, రాష్ట్ర సాంస్కృతిక వైభవం, ప్రకృతి అందాలు, సాహస అనుభవాలు, గిరిజన సంప్రదాయాల సమ్మేళనాన్ని ప్రతిబింబిస్తూ మన ముందుకు ఈ శకటం కదిలి వస్తోంది. వారసత్వం, సాహస యాత్రలు, ప్రకృతి సౌందర్యం, గిరిజన సంస్కృతి అనే 4 అంశాల సమన్వయంతో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ను ఒక సంపూర్ణ పర్యాటక గమ్యస్థానంగా ప్రపంచానికి పరిచయం చేస్తోంది. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ జర్నీ త్రూ హెరిటేజ్, నేచర్ అండ్ అడ్వెంచర్ అనే థీమ్తో రూపొందించిన ఈ శతకం రాష్ట్రాన్ని సమగ్ర పర్యాటక గమ్యస్థానంగా ప్రపంచానికే పరిచయం చేస్తోంది. రాష్ట్రాన్ని పూర్తిగా కరువు రహితంగా మార్చే దిశగా ఒక సమగ్ర సమీకృత నీటి భద్రత ప్రణాళికతో మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది జల వనరుల అభివృద్ధి శాఖ శకటం. నీటి భద్రత, శాస్త్రీయ ప్రణాళిక, కరువు నివారణ అనే అంశాలతో ఈ సమగ్ర ప్రణాళిక రూపొందించబడింది. స్వర్ణాంధ్రప్రదేశ్ 2047లో నీటి భద్రతకు ప్రత్యేక స్థానం ఇవ్వబడింది. ఆ దిశగా ఈ శకటం రాష్ట్రం యొక్క సమగ్ర జల వ్యవస్థను ఆవిష్కరిస్తూ ప్రతి బిందువు అమూల్యం, ప్రతి బిందువు పంటకు ప్రాణం అనే భావనను ప్రతిధ్వనింపజేస్తోంది. శకటం యొక్క మొదటి భాగంలో ఆనకట్టలు, నీటి నిల్వలు, రెండవ భాగంలో నదుల అనుసంధానం, మూడవ భాగంలో చైన్ లింకేజ్ సిస్టమ్, నాలుగవ భాగంలో రెయిన్ వాటర్ హార్వెస్టింగ్. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది మైక్రో ఇరిగేషన్ శకటం. ప్రతి బిందువుకు అధిక పంట. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం పర్ డ్రాప్ మోర్ క్రాప్ నుంచి పర్ డ్రాప్ మోర్ రిటర్న్స్ వైపు అడుగులు వేస్తూ ప్రతి నీటి బిందువును సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవడం ద్వారా అధిక పంట దిగుబడులు సాధించాలనే లక్ష్యంతో మైక్రో ఇరిగేషన్ శకటం రూపకల్పన చేయబడింది. భారతదేశంలో మైక్రో ఇరిగేషన్ వ్యవస్థకు పునాది వేసిన టాస్క్ ఫోర్స్ అధ్యక్షుడు, ప్రియతమ ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి నాటిన బీజమే నేడు దేశవ్యాప్తంగా విస్తరించి ఉన్న మైక్రో ఇరిగేషన్ ఉద్యమానికి మూలాధారమైంది. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది భారత జాతీయ పక్షి నాట్యమయూరి నెమలి కిలకిల రావాలతో, జాతీయ జంతువు పులి గాండ్రింపుతో అటవీ శాఖ శకటం. సమృద్ధమైన అటవీ సంపద, విస్తారమైన సముద్ర తీర రేఖ, విభిన్న జీవ వైవిధ్యంతో ప్రకృతి పరంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం అపూర్వమైన స్థానం కలిగి ఉంది. అడవులను అభివృద్ధి చేయటం, నీటి వనరులను సంరక్షించడం, వన్యప్రాణులను రక్షించడం, జీవ వైవిధ్యాన్ని కాపాడటం ద్వారా సురక్షితమైన, సుస్థిరమైన, ప్రకృతిహిత రాష్ట్రంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ను తీర్చిదిద్దే లక్ష్యంతో కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం ముందుకు వెళ్తోంది. ఈ సమగ్ర దృష్టిలో పచ్చదనం, నీటి భద్రత, జీవ వైవిధ్యమే ప్రాధాన్యంగా నడుస్తోంది అటవీ శాఖ. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది వ్యవసాయ శాఖ శకటం. రైతుల ఆదాయాన్ని పెంచడం, వారి జీవన ప్రమాణాలను మెరుగుపరచడం, ఆహార భద్రతను కల్పించడం మరియు వాతావరణ మార్పులకు తట్టుకునే వ్యవసాయ పద్ధతులను ప్రోత్సహించడమే లక్ష్యంగా రైతు వ్యవసాయ సాంకేతికత, ఫార్మర్ అగ్రిటెక్ను కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం ప్రోత్సహిస్తుంది. వికసిత్ భారత్ 2047 దార్శనికతకు అనుగుణంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం రూపొందించిన స్వర్ణాంధ్ర 2047 దీర్ఘకాలిక ప్రణాళిక రాష్ట్రాన్ని సంపన్నమైన, సమగ్రతతో కూడిన, పురోగతించిన రాష్ట్రంగా తీర్చిదిద్దడమే లక్ష్యంగా పెట్టుకోవడం జరిగింది. ఇందులో వ్యవసాయ శాఖకు సంబంధించిన ప్రధాన సూత్రం ఫార్మర్ అగ్రిటెక్, అంటే రైతును కేంద్ర బిందువుగా చేసుకొని సాంకేతికత ఆధారిత సుస్థిర వ్యవసాయ మార్పు, రైతు ఆదాయం పెంపు కోసం ప్రభుత్వం పంచసూత్రాలను ఇమిడి చేసింది. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ యొక్క మత్స్య శాఖ శకటం. ఆక్వా హబ్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, బ్లూ రెవల్యూషన్ వైపు మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రయాణం. కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం చేపట్టిన సుస్థిర మత్స్య పద్ధతులు, సముద్ర సంరక్షణ చర్యలు, ఆవిష్కరణాత్మక ఆక్వా వ్యవస్థలతో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ భారతదేశానికే ఆదర్శంగా నిలుస్తోంది. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం దేశంలోనే ప్రముఖమైన ఆక్వా క్యాపిటల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, మత్స్య సంపదలో అగ్రగామిగా రాష్ట్రంగా ఎదిగి భారతదేశంలో బ్లూ రెవల్యూషన్కి మార్గదర్శకంగా నిలిచింది. రాష్ట్రంలో చేపల పెంపకం, సముద్ర జీవన సంరక్షణ వంటి కార్యక్రమాలను ఈ శకటం మనకు చూపిస్తోంది. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది మౌలిక సదుపాయాలు మరియు పెట్టుబడుల శాఖ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ గ్లోబల్ బెస్ట్ లాజిస్టిక్స్. సమగ్ర మౌలిక సదుపాయాల అభివృద్ధి, బలమైన పోర్ట్ నెట్వర్క్, ఆధునిక రవాణా వ్యవస్థల ద్వారా రాష్ట్రాన్ని గ్లోబల్ లాజిస్టిక్స్ హబ్గా తీర్చిదిద్దే దిశగా దృఢంగా ముందుకు సాగుతోంది కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం. ప్రణాళికాబద్ధమైన మౌలిక వసతుల కల్పనతో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ దేశ ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థలో కీలక వాణిజ్య కేంద్రంగా, ప్రపంచ లాజిస్టిక్స్ రంగంలో ప్రముఖ స్థానాన్ని సాధించింది. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం భారతదేశంలోనే 3వ అతిపెద్దదైన 1053 కిలోమీటర్ల తీర ప్రాంతాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకుంటూ దేశ వాణిజ్యానికి వెన్నెముకగా ఎదుగుతోంది రాష్ట్రం. ప్రస్తుతం రాష్ట్రంలోని 5 ప్రధాన ఓడరేవుల ద్వారా ప్రతి సంవత్సరం 152 మిలియన్ టన్నుల సరుకు రవాణా జరుగుతోంది. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ CRDA శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రాన్ని 2047 నాటికి స్వర్ణాంధ్రప్రదేశ్గా తీర్చిదిద్దే లక్ష్యంతో రూపొందించిన 10 సూత్రాలలో గ్లోబల్ బెస్ట్ లాజిస్టిక్స్ ముఖ్య అంశం. ఈ దిశగా రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం రాజధాని అమరావతిని అంతర్జాతీయ ప్రమాణాల మౌలిక వసతులతో సమగ్ర రవాణా సదుపాయాలకు కేంద్రంగా అభివృద్ధి చేస్తోంది. ఏపీ సిఆర్డీఏ మరియు అమరావతి డెవలప్మెంట్ కార్పొరేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో ట్రంక్ ఇన్ఫ్రా పనులు వేగంగా జరుగుతున్నాయి. రహదారులు, రైలు మార్గాలు, పోర్టులు, విమానాశ్రయాల మధ్య సమన్వయంతో మల్టీ మోడల్ కనెక్టివిటీ కల్పిస్తోంది ఏపీ సిఆర్డీఏ. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది నెట్ క్యాప్ ఇంధన శాఖ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ను 2047 సంవత్సరం నాటికి స్వర్ణాంధ్రగా తీర్చిదిద్దే దిశగా అభివృద్ధి, సుస్థిరత మరియు తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో కూడిన ఇంధన లభ్యత కోసం ఈ 10 సూత్రాలు మార్గదర్శకాలుగా పనిచేస్తున్నాయి. రాష్ట్రం ఐసీఈ పాలసీ 2024 ద్వారా 10 లక్షల కోట్ల క్లీన్ ఎనర్జీ పెట్టుబడులను ఆకర్షించి యువతకు ఉద్యోగాలను, గ్రామాలకు ఆర్థిక సుస్థిరతను కల్పిస్తోంది ఇంధన శాఖ. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది చేనేత మరియు జౌళి శాఖ శకటం మ్యాజిక్ వీవ్స్ యాప్కో సుస్థిర వినూత్న కార్యక్రమం. ఈ కార్యక్రమం సమాజ చర్చలకు ఒక సుస్థిర వేదికగా నిలుస్తోంది. అనాథలు మరియు బలహీన వర్గాల పిల్లలకు బ్యాగ్ స్టిచ్చింగ్, కటింగ్, డిజైనింగ్, నాణ్యత, ఖర్చు లెక్కింపు వంటి శిక్షణలు అందిస్తోంది. చైల్డ్ వెల్ఫేర్ సంస్థలు మరియు ఎన్జిఓల సహకారంతో శిక్షణ పొందిన లబ్ధిదారులకు యాప్కో యంత్రాలు, మౌలిక వసతులు, మార్కెట్ అనుసంధానం అందించి తయారైన ఉత్పత్తులను తన అవుట్లెట్లు మరియు ప్రదర్శనల ద్వారా విక్రయిస్తోంది. దీని ద్వారా వారికి నాణ్యమైన పారితోషికం, ఆత్మవిశ్వాసం, సామాజిక గౌరవం లభిస్తోంది. అనాథ బాలలను సృజనాత్మక భాగస్వామ్యులుగా మలచడమే ఈ యొక్క పథకం లక్ష్యం. అదిగో అంగరంగ వైభవంగా మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది ఉద్యాన శాఖ శకటం. రైతు ఆదాయం, విలువ జోడింపు, సుస్థిర వ్యవసాయం, పచ్చదనం. ఉద్యాన శాఖ శకటం రాష్ట్ర ఉద్యాన రంగ అభివృద్ధికి ప్రతిరూపం. కొబ్బరి నుంచి కోకో వరకు, వెదురు నుంచి కాఫీ వరకు, రాయలసీమ నుంచి అరకు వరకు రైతు ఆదాయం పెంపు, పర్యావరణ సమతుల్యత, సుస్థిర అభివృద్ధి దిశగా రాష్ట్రం దృఢంగా ముందుకు సాగుతోంది. రాష్ట్రం సాధించిన ఉద్యాన విజయాలను గ్రామీణ ఆర్థికాభివృద్ధి, పర్యావరణ సంరక్షణ, రైతు సంక్షేమాన్ని ఈ శకటం ప్రతిబింబిస్తుంది. ప్రోడక్ట్ పర్ఫెక్షన్ అనే భావంతో. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది స్వచ్ఛాంధ్ర కార్పొరేషన్ శకటం. 2047 నాటికి ప్రతి పౌరుడికి శుభ్రమైన పరిసరాలు, పచ్చదనం, ఆరోగ్యవంతమైన జీవనం, ఆర్థిక సంపద మరియు ఆనందమయ భవిష్యత్తు అందించాలనే సత్సంకల్పంతో స్వచ్ఛ, సుస్థిర, ప్రకృతిహిత రాష్ట్రంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ను తీర్చిదిద్దాలనే దృఢ సంకల్పంతో కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం ముందుకు సాగుతోంది. స్వర్ణాంధ్ర విజన్ 2047లోని 9వ స్తంభమైన స్వచ్ఛ ఆంధ్ర భావన ఆధారంగా రాష్ట్రాన్ని శుభ్రమైన, హరితమైన, ఆరోగ్యకరమైన రాష్ట్రంగా అభివృద్ధి చేస్తోంది రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది పంచాయతీరాజ్ మరియు గ్రామీణాభివృద్ధి శాఖ శకటం స్వర్ణ పంచాయతీ, స్వచ్ఛ పంచాయతీ. స్వర్ణాంధ్ర విజన్ 2047 లక్ష్య సాధనలో భాగంగా రాష్ట్రాన్ని స్వచ్ఛ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్గా మార్చాలనే దృఢ సంకల్పంతో గ్రామీణాభివృద్ధి, పంచాయతీరాజ్ శాఖల విస్తృత స్థాయిలో చర్యలు చేపడుతున్నాయి. గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి నాయకత్వంలో, గౌరవ ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ కొణిదెల పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారి మార్గదర్శకత్వంలో ప్రతి గ్రామాన్ని పరిశుభ్రమైన, సుస్థిరమైన స్వర్ణ పంచాయతీగా తీర్చిదిద్దడం ఈ కార్యక్రమాల యొక్క ప్రధాన లక్ష్యం. గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతాలలో పరిశుభ్రత, పర్యావరణ పరిరక్షణ, నీటి నిల్వ, సేంద్రియ వ్యవసాయ అభివృద్ధి దిశగా మహాత్మా గాంధీ జాతీయ గ్రామీణ ఉపాధి హామీ పథకం క్రింద అనేక వినూత్న కార్యక్రమాలు ప్రారంభించబడ్డాయి పంచాయతీరాజ్ మరియు గ్రామీణ అభివృద్ధి శాఖ ద్వారా. అదిగో ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు కదిలి వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ఆర్టీజీఎస్ శకటం. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్రం భవిష్యత్తు వైపు ధైర్యంగా అడుగులు వేస్తూ డీప్ టెక్నాలజీలను వినియోగించి పరిపాలన, సేవల అందచేత ప్రజల దైనందిన జీవితాన్ని రూపాంతరం చేస్తోంది. ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, బ్లాక్ చైన్, ఇంటర్నెట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్, డ్రోన్స్, రోబోటిక్స్, ఆటోమేషన్, అధునాతన డేటా విశ్లేషణ వంటి సాంకేతికతలు ఇకపై ప్రయోగ స్థాయిలో లేవు. ఇవి ఇప్పటికే ప్రభుత్వం ఎలా ప్రణాళికలు రూపొందిస్తుంది, ఎలా స్పందిస్తుంది, ప్రజలకు సేవలు ఎలా అందిస్తోంది అనే విధానాన్ని పూర్తిగా రూపాంతరం చేస్తున్నాయి. ఈ మార్పు వెనుక ఉన్న ప్రధాన ఆలోచన డేటా ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఆటోమేషన్ ద్వారా వేగవంతమైన, పారదర్శకమైన, సమర్థమైన పరిపాలన.
परेड सावधान होगा, सावधान। परेड कुली लाइन चलेगा, कुली लाइन चल। परेड मध्य सच करेगा, मध्य सच। परेड विश्राम होगा, विश्राम।
On this enchanting and thrilling and auspicious occasion of Republic Day, today's chief guest and esteemed Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Abdul Nazir ji, is requested to give his valuable message.
77వ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ సందేశాన్ని అందించవలసిందిగా గౌరవనీయులైన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం.
My dear fellow citizens of Andhra Pradesh, I extend my warm greetings to you on this 77th Republic Day. It's a privilege to share this moment with every individual whose dedication strengthens our state and enriches its future. I see our farmers who sustain millions, our fishermen who brave the seas, our teachers who enlighten minds, our healthcare workers who serve with compassion, our innovators shaping new ideas, our women building futures, and our entrepreneurs generating livelihoods. You, the people of Andhra Pradesh, remain the true architects of our progress. Today's celebration is historic. For the first time, the national flag is being hoisted in Amaravati, the people's capital of Andhra Pradesh. For several years, our state remained without clear direction, its capital project stalled, its economic confidence shaken. The absence of continuity eroded investor trust and weakened financial stability. Yet, despite these challenges, this government has worked with quiet determination, inch by inch, decision by decision, to restore stability and rebuild confidence. Every initiative, every reform, every review has been aimed at reviving growth and fulfilling the aspirations of our people. This effort has not been easy. It has demanded discipline, resilience, and faith in our collective purpose. But the results are visible. Projects are moving, institutions are regaining strength, and public trust is being rebuilt. The journey of recovery and transformation has begun. To guide this course, my government has anchored its actions in a clear vision, Swarnandhra at 2047. Our goal is to build a strong, inclusive, and globally competitive state by the centenary of India's independence. The guiding framework for this vision is the Padi Sutralu, the 10 fundamental principles of governance. On this Republic Day, I am proud to place before you the progress achieved under these 10 guiding principles that define the direction and destiny of our state. Padi Sutralu. Number 1, zero poverty. The Super 6 implementation lies at the heart of my government's efforts to deliver dignity, pride, security, and happiness to every individual and empowerment to every family in Andhra Pradesh. In recent years, society has become increasingly unequal with a widening gap between the haves and have-nots. My government is reversing this trend by combining robust welfare measures with wealth creation and improved living standards for all. Under NTR Bharosa, my government stands as a pillar of support for the vulnerable. The monthly pension scheme, now rupees 4,000, highest in the country, and it is 6,000 for persons with disabilities, with a total of 63.12 lakh pensioners benefiting through SERP, ensuring dignity in their daily lives. For dialysis and chronic kidney patients, the pension has been enhanced to rupees 10,000. And for those with full disability, severe muscular dystrophy, the accident victims to rupees 15,000 per month. Deepam 2.0 is providing 3 free LPG cylinders a year to poor households to 1.08 crore beneficiaries. Fortified rice rich in iron, vitamin B12 and folic acid is supplied to all rice card holders with free rice for AAY families. The Stree Shakti free bus travel scheme, launched on 15th August 2025, has enabled 37.80 crore women, girls and transgender persons to travel free, raising women's share of bus journey from 40% to 65%. A new family benefit management system with a dynamic family score will classify households and issue family cards from June 2026, including welfare coverage from 90.74% to 98.15%. Rupees 978 crores dispersed under the PM Swanidhi to 3.42 lakh families. Tripti canteens in 3 cities, 18 job melas with 2,673 offers, and rupees 15,000 annual support to 2.90 lakh auto, taxi and maxi cab drivers under Auto Driver Sevalo with an outlay of rupees 436 crores. Social justice remains central. Subcategorization has been taken up to ensure equitable reservation amongst SC subgroups based on backwardness. Economic support for the scheduled caste has risen sharply from an average of rupees 70 crores per year during 2019 to 24 to rupees 115 crores per year in 24-26. Additionally, rupees 3,938.75 crores were released to 11.44 lakh SC pensioners with major investments in hostels and housing. For 25-26, rupees 341 crores have been allocated under SC economic support schemes to create sustainable livelihoods for 20,692 beneficiaries. For the backward classes, the government remains committed to economic empowerment and social dignity. Through the BC Cooperative Finance Corporation, rupees 11,620 crores have been channelized this year. Representation has strengthened with 33% reservation for BCs in legislative bodies and steps to implement 34% reservation in local bodies and nominated posts. For education, rupees 686.64 crores were released for tuition fee reimbursement and rupees 420.74 crores for post-matric scholarship. Priests are being given monthly rupees 15,000 and Nai Brahmins are being given rupees 25,000 as wages. Under tribal welfare, rupees 8,159.68 crores have been allocated under the scheduled tribes component, with rupees 4,726.46 crores utilized and a dedicated budget of rupees 4,671 crores for 2025-26. Investments include rupees 35 crore Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum at Tajangi. It's in ASR district. And infrastructure under P1 PM Janman with 249 roads and 183 hostels sanctioned for PVTG habitations. For minorities, rupees 2,800 crores have been released to 4.38 lakh pensioners and rupees 310 crores proposed in loan support for MSMEs. Work protection is being strengthened through dedicated revenue officials, while rupees 135 crores have been extended as honorarium to 5,000 imams and 5,000 muezzins, along with rupees 80 crores to 8,427 pastors. Housing remains a core priority. Under Housing for All in Andhra Pradesh 2047, Swarnandhra 2047, all eligible families are being provided with Pakka houses. 3 lakh homes were inaugurated on 12th November 2025 and another 5 lakhs will be completed by Ugadi 2026. The program includes rupees 3,220 crores in additional support for SC, ST and BC beneficiaries and house sites of 3 cents in rural and 2 cents in urban areas for landless. To tackle poverty-related malnutrition, Mission Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 supplies supplementary nutrition to 3.89 lakh pregnant and lactating women and 20.13 lakh children. Under Dokka Sitama Madhyana Badi Bhojanam, 35.66 lakh students in 43,892 schools received midday meals, including Ragi Java and Jaggery Chikki, through a rupees 2,261 crore budget, including intermediate schools. In addition, 204 urban Anna canteens and 1 rural canteen are functional, with 70 more rural units coming up to ensure affordable, nutritious food for all. The P4 program, that is Public-Private People Partnership, launched on Ugadi 2025, is advancing the goal of zero poverty by uniting government, industry and communities to uplift the bottom 20% of the population. Over 1 lakh Margadarshi have adopted 10.30 lakh Bangaru Kutumbalu, working family by family to eliminate deprivation. Together, these initiatives have strengthened household security and dignity. With this foundation in place, the government now turns its focus to creating jobs, building skills, and ensuring sustainable livelihoods for the youth of Andhra Pradesh. Now, number 2, employment and skilling, Yuvagalam. The energy and aspiration of our youth define Andhra Pradesh's future. My government is committed to creating 20 lakh jobs in 5 years under the Yuvagalam promise. Through Mega DSC 2025, 15,941 teachers' posts are being filled with 92.90% attendance, and 5,757 new police constables were recruited last year. To make students industry ready, a skill passport will track competencies from grade 6 onwards. The Naipunyam platform, featuring an AI resume builder and voice assistant, Ask Vaidya, connects youth to global jobs. Massive investments are reshaping employment. The rupees 10 lakh crore Green Hydrogen Valley project will create 7.5 lakh jobs, while 75 industrial projects worth rupees 4.18 lakh crore will generate 3.18 lakh more. Thematic cities, electronic, toy, solar, drone, space, and bulk drug are under development. The Ratan Tata Innovation Hub at Amaravati, with spokes across major cities, will drive startups and MSMEs. Alongside job creation, my government is focusing on efficient human resource management in an era of declining fertility and population growth. Now, third, population management and human resource development. Falling fertility rates worldwide, from Japan to South Korea to Europe, are reshaping demographics and redefining sustainable development. Andhra Pradesh stands at this inflection point with a median age of 32.5 years versus India's 28. True growth lies in nurturing human capital. My government is moving from population control to population management, establishing fertility colleges for reproductive health and elderly club at mandal level. We are also promoting the silver economy for citizens, dignity and engagement. Education anchors this vision. Under Talliki Vandanam, rupees 10,090 crores have been sanctioned to provide 15,000 annually to every school-going child, classes 1 to 12, benefiting 67.27 lakh students and 42.69 lakh mothers. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan student kits ensure dignity, while a Guinness World Record was achieved with 99.68% parental participation in a statewide PTM. Deep Tech is transforming learning with VR labs in 2,500 schools, smart TVs in 29,692 primaries, and no bag days twice a month. AP model schools achieved an 84% SSC pass rate. Mustabu, the smart kitchen initiatives are being scaled up statewide. In the intermediate education, 26 lecturers received Best Teacher Awards, centralized assessments, and Vidya Shakti remedial classes aid slow learners. In higher education, 98 government degree colleges are NAC accredited and honors-based single major programs introduced. rupees 550 crores are allotted for new college building and hostels. Technical education recorded a 94.6% placement rate, up from 50.3%. All 28 diploma programs will adopt C26 standards with quantum computing and AI fundamentals from June 2026. Universal health insurance is being expanded to 1.63 crore families under Arogya Bhima. PPP mode medical colleges are ensuring accessible, affordable, quality healthcare. Through Sanjeevani initiative of a tech-enabled public healthcare transformation project piloted in Chittor district, soon to be rolled out across the state. And for our population to thrive, water security remains the most vital priority. Water security. Water is the lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, and my government treats every drop as precious, securing both fields and taps. We are advancing the interlinking of rivers from Vamshadhara to Godavari, Krishna and Penna to ensure every cultivable acre receives adequate water. The Polavaram project, despite past setbacks, is progressing rapidly with 100% spillway and powerhouse excavation completed and the diaphragm wall nearing completion, targeting commissioning by December 2027. It will irrigate 7.2 lakh new acres, stabilize 23.50 lakh acres, and generate 960 megawatt of power. The Pola Subbaya Veligonda project, with key tunnel works underway, will supply water to drought-prone Prakasham, Nellore and Kadapa districts by June 2027. The Polavaram Nallamala Sagar link is being actively pursued. As a lower riparian state, Andhra Pradesh uses only water that would otherwise reach the sea, ensuring no harm to the neighboring states. Phase 1 of Handri Niva is near completion, widening the main canal to 3,024 cusecs to serve Rayalaseema and contributing to 106.54 lakh acres of irrigation potential. In June 2025, 216 TMC of flood water was diverted to reservoirs and tanks across Rayalaseema under the Chief Minister's guidance, achieving 91.23 storage in November 2025 and 926.50 TMC as of January 2026, adequate till May 2026. Groundwater improved to 6.54 meters below ground level, increasing total availability to 722 TMC, showing the success of integrated water management. The Andhra Pradesh micro irrigation project was revived, drip and sprinkler irrigation after 2019-24 with higher subsidies to boost water efficiency. We aim to maintain groundwater at 8 meters pre-monsoon and 3 meters post-monsoon. The Jal Jeevan Mission is being revamped to achieve universal rural tap connections by 2028 through sustainable surface water-based multi-village schemes. Scientific tank management now ensures tanks fill with surplus canal water ahead of cropping seasons. With water security as the foundation, we are building infrastructure that connects Andhra Pradesh to the nation and the world. Now, farmer agri-tech. A state truly prospers when its Annadata thrives. My government stands shoulder to shoulder with farmers, blending traditional wisdom with modern technology. Through Polam Pilustondi, Raitanna Me Kosam, we have reached almost every village to extend field level support. The Pancha Sutralu strategy focuses on water security, demand driven agriculture, agri-tech, food processing and government support. The price stabilization fund released rupees 1175.81 crore for 9 different crops. Under Annadata Sukhi Bhava, rupees 20,000 per farmer per year is being provided, with rupees 6,309.44 crores already released to 46.86 lakh farmers. Paddy procurement saw 94% of payments made within 24 hours. Agriculture is going digital with the digital farmer IDs, e-Panta surveys, Kisan drone banks, APAIMS 2.0 and 100% soil sampling for soil health cards. Andhra Pradesh, the fruit bowl of India, has 18.5 lakh hectares under horticulture, contributing rupees 1.52 lakh crore to GVA. Rayalaseema is being developed as the horticulture hub of India, promoting 22 high-value crops with a 15% annual growth target, while Araku coffee has become a global organic brand. In fisheries, the state contributes 30% of India's output, earning rupees 21,246 crores in marine exports, and is pioneering 4 open sea cage projects. In animal husbandry, AP ranks first in eggs, 4th in meat, and 7th in milk, with rupees 1,67,420 crore GVA. We have launched 1,962 mobile veterinary clinics and are building 30,313 Gokulams with hygienic cattle housing. In sericulture, AP ranks second in raw silk production, supporting 1,200 tribal farmers in Chintor with 90% subsidy under Mera Resham, Mera Abhiman. We are advancing traceable natural farming for global branding and premium pricing. Strengthening agriculture now goes hand in hand with building world-class logistics to take this bounty to global markets. Now, 6th, global best logistics and infrastructure. Roadways, railways, inland waterways, seaways, and airways, all being developed through an integrated plan for which we have rolled out AP Logistics Infrastructure Corporation, AP Link, focusing on efficient movement of cargo and comfortable travel for passengers. Between 2019 and 2024, road infrastructure had languished in neglect. After this government took charge, we made pothole-free roads a mission, delivering visible, lasting results across the state. We are rebuilding Amaravati with renewed vigor, having secured financial closures for key projects including the N5 and E3 roads and the Governor's Residence Complex. With 92.15% land pooling completed and the Aadhaar-based NSP portal launched, the trust of our farmers stands reaffirmed. Beyond the capital, we are shaping the Visakhapatnam economic region into $750-800 billion economic engine by 2047. The Visakhapatnam Metro, 46.23 kilometers, worth rupees 11,498 crores, and the Vijayawada Metro, 38.5 40 kilometers, rupees 10,118 crore have been approved, while new greenfield expressways like Nagpur Vijayawada and Kharagpur Visakhapatnam Amravati are fast-tracking regional integration. Rural connectivity is being transformed. The Panchayat Raj Engineering Department has taken up 97 roads and 33 bridges worth rupees 630 crore, while under PMGSY and RCPLWA 356 roads and 88 bridges worth rupees 1,632 crore are linking remote tribal habitations. The AP Rural Road Strengthening Project is upgrading 4,007 kilometers of roads across 157 constituencies through 1,299 works worth rupees 2,123 crores. Modern mobility is also our focus. The Transport Department is upgrading services, and APSRTC has introduced 1,489 buses, including the State Liner Sleeper Series. Automated testing stations are being established in 18 districts alongside new driving training centers to enhance safety and skill development. On maritime and aviation fronts, Andhra is positioning itself as the East Coast hub for trade with the East and Southeast Asia. We are developing greenfield ports in Ramayapatnam, Machilipatnam, Moolapeta, and Kakinada Gateway, targeting one port every 50 kilometers along our 1,053 kilometer coastline, because to compete globally, we must be connected globally. Aviation infrastructure is expanding beyond 6 airports, with Bhogapuram International Airport nearing completion by June 2026 and new 9 airports planned across the state from Nellore to Anantapur. Together, these initiatives form the veins and arteries of modern economy. Our goal is very clear: to cut logistic costs from 15.7% to 7.8% of GSDP, making Andhra Pradesh a leader in connectivity and a model of the Swarnandhra vision. Infrastructure drives growth, but it needs power to run. Cost optimization, energy and fuel. We are transforming Andhra Pradesh into a powerhouse of clean, affordable energy while easing the burden on consumers through down power tariff adjustments instead of costly true-up charges. We have rolled out the Integrated Clean Energy Policy 2024 with a target of 160 gigawatt renewable capacity, including 78.50 gigawatt of solar and 35 gigawatt of wind, positioning the state as India's green hydrogen capital with 1.5 million metric tons annual production by 2029, backed by dedicated green energy corridors and port-led export hubs. AP Genco has recently recorded a peak generation of 6,009 megawatt on 3rd January 2026, optimizing costs through strategic coal sourcing and a rapid scale-up of pumped storage hydropower that supports round-the-clock renewable supply. We are making this transition people-centric by providing free rooftop solar to SC/ST households so they become prosumers who generate, consume and earn from their own power, and by partnering AP Genco and AP Transco with NHPC to develop major pumped storage schemes like the 1,000 megawatt Yaganti project. for grid stability. Under PM Kusum, we are solarizing 3 lakh agricultural pump sets to provide reliable daytime power to farmers, along with large-scale investments in green hydrogen, biofuels, e-mobility, and storage under the AP Integrated Clean Energy Policy and EV Policy 4. Andhra Pradesh has already attracted clean energy investments of rupees 4.54 lakh crore at the recent partnership summit and is steadily advancing towards its ultimate goal of becoming a net zero state by 2047. Product perfection, brand AP. Andhra Pradesh has emerged as a leading industrial destination driven by progressive governance, strategic location, and a sustained #1 ranking in ease of doing business since 2016. We are now moving from ease to speed of doing business with a clear vision of inclusive industrial transformation. The AP Industrial Development Policy 4.0, supported by MSME and sector-specific policies, ensures plug-and-play infrastructure, simplified approvals, and policy stability, fueling growth across aerospace, defense, automobiles, textiles, biotechnology, and more. Through One District, One Product initiative, we are creating global brands for local specialties like Araku coffee, Yeti Koppaka, toys, Kaki Nada Jandani saris, and Guntur chilies. To enhance business efficiency, all factory and boiler approvals are routed through the single desk portal with a self-certification scheme, and a NALA has been abolished to reduce regulatory burden. The Partnership Summit 2025 in Visakhapatnam, held with CII, secured 613 MOUs and GOs worth rupees 13.25 lakh crore, promising 16.31 lakh jobs. We are setting up 175 MSME parks with plug and play infrastructure, one in each constituency. The tourism revival under the AP Tourism Policy 2024-29 has given the sector industry status. The Tourism Land Allotment Policy 2025 has already attracted rupees 20,088 crores in investments and 1.22 lakh jobs. Our calendar of 60 plus festivals, including the Avakaya, Amravati, Flamingo, Gandikota, and Vishaka Utsav, is drawing global visitors, while Prabhala Tirtham in Konasima is now a state festival. The free sand policy has transformed the construction sector by ensuring transparent, digital, and citizen-friendly sand distribution, dispatching over 200 lakh tons with only operational costs collected. This reform has lowered building costs, restored public trust, and reinforced environmental safeguards. As Andhra Pradesh expands its global industrial and tourism footprint, we remain equally committed to building a clean, safe, and livable environment for all citizens. Now, Swachh Andhra and Safe Andhra. Cleanliness is the first step towards health, and safety is the first step towards liberty. In rural areas, we have deployed Swachh Rathams for solid waste management, which are collecting 2.5 lakh kilograms of dry waste and producing 2 lakh tons of vermicompost annually. In our cities, we are implementing Amrut 2.0 projects worth rupees 9,514 crores to to ensure water supply and sanitation. We have set a target of 100% remediation of all legacy dump sites through biomining. The MA and UD department is establishing waste to energy plants and material recovery facilities in 123 urban local bodies to process waste scientifically. Our motto is to provide clean air, clean water, unpolluted soil, and also to promote clean thoughts. Ensuring the safety of our citizens, the police department has modernized its force. We follow a zero tolerance to any law and order issue, prioritizing safety and security of our citizens. Disaster management remains a key focus. The RTGS and revenue departments successfully managed cyclones Monta and Ditwa, minimizing loss of life through early warnings and rapid response enabled by the effective use of modern technologies. We are strengthening our coastal resilience through the National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project. All this could not have been achieved without the power of technology. Now, DPEC and smart governance. Technology is redefining governance in Andhra Pradesh, making services faster, life easier, and administration smarter. Every initiative is driven by a single goal: improving service delivery and bringing government closer to the people. We are establishing Amaravati Quantum Valley with plans to install the India's first quantum computer very shortly and train 200 specialists in next generation computing. Around Sriharikota, the creation of Space City will nurture space tech startups and manufacturing, positioning Andhra as a frontier hub of innovation. The Real-Time Governance Society now integrates AI and blockchain to enhance transparency and efficiency. With over 500 applications hosted in the state data center, RTGS operates aware the advanced warning and response engine for AI-based disaster prediction and rapid response. In healthcare, AI-assisted diagnostics are being scaled for faster, more accurate disease detection, especially in rural areas. Through the Swarna Gramam, Swarna Ward initiative, over 3.64 crore services have been delivered via AP Seva with 99.4% households geotagging, ensuring precision in welfare delivery. The citizen interface has been reimagined through Mana Mitra, integrating 119 government services on WhatsApp, allowing people to access certificates, track welfare benefits, or lodge grievances instantly. Government is now just a message away. Andhra Pradesh is emerging as the drone capital of India, with Drone City coming up over 300 acres at Orvakal, Kurnool. The AP Drone Corporation's Drone Mart, the city's first drone service platform, has logged over 1.58 lakh flight hours across sectors from agriculture to policing. Looking ahead, the ITE&C department is establishing an AI-powered data center in Visakhapatnam with rupees 87,520 crore investment by Google, alongside the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub to foster startups, statewide. These initiatives embody our vision of one family, one entrepreneur, one AI use case where digital innovation drives inclusive growth. The 10 sutras from zero poverty to Swachh Andhra and Safe Andhra weave together a unified vision for Swarnandhra at 2047, transforming every village, touching every life. Dear friends, we are all living in very inspiring times. We are all living in very, very inspiring times. As I stated here, in historic Amaravati, where great civilizations once flourished and new dreams are taking shape, I feel immense pride in our past, confidence in our present, and faith in our future. On this 77th Republic Day, we celebrate not only our democracy, but also the indomitable spirit of Andhra Pradesh, a state that rises stronger from every challenge. The dreams that shaped our republic continue to guide us today: dignity, opportunity, and justice for every citizen. As we pay tribute to our republic, we must remember with gratitude the vision and intellect of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and the members of the Constituent Assembly. The collective wisdom gave India a constitution that has stood the test of time, a living document that continues to safeguard liberty, equality, and fraternity. It is their unwavering commitment that has strengthened the unity and integrity of our great nation. Guided by our vision for Swarnandhra at 2047, we are building not just infrastructure, but a society of equal opportunity, where a farmer's daughter can become an engineer and a fisherman's son an entrepreneur. My government believes that governance must evolve with times. Speed and transparency are now the new yardsticks of service delivery. Through technology, we are ensuring that help, information, and justice reach citizens instantly, not in days, but in moments. This is what we call speed of delivering governance. As we march towards Swarnandhra, we envision a state where every village is prosperous, every town dynamic, and every city sustainable. Together, let us build healthy, wealthy, and happy society in Andhra Pradesh. Jai Hind.
Check. Thank you, sir, for your valuable and inspiring message.
అద్భుతమైన సందేశం ద్వారా అందరిలోనూ నూతన ఉత్తేజాన్ని నింపిన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారికి హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. కవాతు ప్రదర్శనలో అత్యుత్తమ ప్రదర్శన కనపరిచిన ఆర్మ్డ్ అండ్ అనార్మ్డ్ కంటింజెంట్ల విభాగాలకు బహుమతులు ప్రదానం చేయవలసిందిగా ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమ ముఖ్య అతిథి గౌరవనీయులైన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం. Best Armored Contingent, Indian Army Contingent. Second Best Armored Contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam Contingent. Consolation Prize, Kerala Armed Police Force Contingent. Best Unarmed Contingent, AP Social Welfare Residential Educational Institutional Societies contingent. Second best unarmed contingent, NCC Girls contingent. Best armed contingent, Indian Army contingent. Best armed contingent, Indian Army contingent. Second best armed contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam contingent. Second best armed contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam contingent. Consolation prize, Kerala State Special Police Force contingent. Consolation prize, Kerala State Armed Police Force contingent. Best unarmed contingent, AP Social Welfare Residential Educational Institutional Societies contingent. Best unarmed contingent, Andhra Pradesh Sanghika Sankshema Gurukula Paఠశాలల contingent. Second best unarmed contingent, NCC Girls contingent. Second best unarmed contingent, NCC Girls contingent. శకటాల ప్రదర్శనలో అత్యుత్తమ ప్రదర్శన కనపరిచిన 3 శకటాల విభాగాలకు బహుమతుల ప్రదానం. ఫస్ట్ ప్రైజ్ వందే మాతరంకి 150 సంవత్సరాలు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ కల్చర్. ఫస్ట్ ప్రైజ్ సాంస్కృతిక శాఖ శకటం. వందే మాతరంకి 150 సంవత్సరాలు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ సాంస్కృతిక శాఖ శకటం. సెకండ్ ప్రైజ్ మహిళా సంక్షేమమే చంద్రన్న ధ్యేయం అంటూ వచ్చినటువంటి సెర్ప్ శకటం. సెకండ్ ప్రైజ్ మహిళా సంక్షేమమే చంద్రన్న ధ్యేయం సెర్ప్ శకటం. థర్డ్ ప్రైజ్ పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ శకటం. థర్డ్ ప్రైజ్ పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ శకటం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. దయచేసి గమనించాలి, జైకార్ అనంతరం జాతీయ గీతాలాపన జరుగుతుంది. అది కేవలం గౌరవనీయులైనటువంటి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని గౌరవించేందుకే చేసేది కాబట్టి ఏ ఒక్క యూనిఫామ్లో ఉన్న అధికారి సెల్యూట్ చేయవద్దండి. కేవలం గవర్నర్ గారు మాత్రమే ఈ ఆనర్ తీసుకుంటారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
सावधान होगा, सावधान. परेड मेरे साथ 3 बार भारत माता की जय कर बोलेगा. भारत माता की की की. परेड सलामी देगा. राष्ट्रीय सल्यूट, सलामी शस्त्र. to a sea. Najagalo.
परेड विश्राम होगा 20
కలెక్టర్ ఇప్పుడు ఈవిడ ముసుగేసుకొని ముస్లిం అన్సారీ
భూమి శస్త్ర జయించు భూమి శస్త్ర జయించు భూమి శస్త్ర
परेड सावधान होगा सावधान परेड भूमि शस्त्र करेगा भूमि शस्त्र परेड एक कदम बाएं बाजू छल परेड मंचे से
हेलो
आगे बढ़ेगा मंचे
हेलो।
से तेज छल
ఇట్లా జరుగుమా ఇట్లా. వాళ్ళని పంపించండి బాబు ఇట. పరేడ్ సౌతన్ హోగా సౌతన్. ఇప్పుడు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర పోలీస్ సర్వోన్నతాధికారి మన రాష్ట్ర గౌరవనీయ డీజీపీ వర్యులు ఈరోజు మనం చేసినటువంటి పెన్ను ఉద్దేశించి ప్రసంగిస్తారు.
Hi learners, I am Dr. Ramesh Babu, Professor of Practice from SR University, Warangal, India. I welcome you for this session on Facility Layout Decision in Operations Management. This is the part of lecture series on Operations Management. In this session, we will learn about how facilities are designed, how layouts are selected for various scales of production. In manufacturing, an entrepreneur need to plan about the layout much in advance before constructing a facility. There's a planning stage. If an entrepreneur like to manufacture various varieties and variants of the product in large quantity, they need to set up a mass production facility so that efficiently operations are done. Now let us see in this picture image, machines are arranged on the floor in a row. Another set of machines are arranged in a row. So the aisle space on the floor marked with yellow line for movement of material handling equipment like forklifts, movement of materials, and people. And all the support services are built around this. So this is called a layout of the shop floor for manufacturing, where machines are arranged, materials are moved, raw materials are moved based on the production process, and manpower is allocated, and there is movement of work in process materials, inventory and raw materials, semi-finished materials in an orderly manner, so that work is not hampered anywhere and operations are done efficiently. This looks a moderately well-designed layout. And in this lecture series, we also will see various kinds of plant layouts suitable for job production, batch production, and mass production for various products. Now let's see the considerations for this facility layout decision. This facility or manufacturing or plant are used interchangeably. So a plant layout planning includes decisions regarding the physical allocation of the economic activity centers. This economic activity centers can be assembly lines, processing lines, various manufacturing activity centers. This also can be a warehouse, can be a distribution center. Proper layout facilitates easy and efficient movement of man and materials. So the objective of plant layout planning is a more effective facility to facilitate allowing workers and equipment being more productive. So we say an economic activity center is any entity occupying space. So when it occupies space, that space has to be planned and utilized properly. Once a facility layout is fixed and machines are set up, it becomes very, very difficult and expensive to change the layout later. So various facility layout techniques apply to the case where several physical means have to be located in a certain area, either industrial processes or services. Take service like airline services, banking services, insurance office services. Even there, proper layout is required to allow for service to happen in the more efficient way, most efficient way. So in this lecture, we also will learn about plant layout and also re-layout in case layout decision need to be changed. And to carry out an appropriate plant layout, it's important to take into account the business, strategic, and tactical objectives. So this facility layout decision is a strategic decision. So to make a decision about layout planning, 4 different questions must be answered. First one is, which centers do we have to consider? These are the manufacturing centers. How much space and capacity is required for each center? If there is not enough space, productivity may affect. Too much space buying is also expensive, but also can reduce productivity. Third question is how must the space be configured at each center? Space, quantity, shape, and the elements of the work center are related to each other in this case. Where should each center be located within the facility? Within one facility, for example, a car manufacturing facility, if there are 3 model cars are made, there are 3 assembly lines, how they should be located and constructed. This allocation of different facilities also may affect the productivity. So even though we'll be discussing more about layout decision, let us also see a case of an existing facility where production is not happening efficiently, where a re-layout is required. So to do this, basically 3 types of changes to be done for any existing facility. If there is a requirement for re-layout, that can be because of changes in the production volumes. If the company grows, turnover increases, the volumes increase, you need to re-layout the facility to accommodate more production. Or sometimes it happens that there is a change in the process and technology. Again, a re-layout may be required. And when there is a change in the product itself characteristics, so re-layout is required. So the frequency of the re-layout will depend on the requirements of the process. We can see here an image which has got some machine, very difficult to identify. There are raw materials. On the left side, you can see there are tools in the cupboard, but this place is not properly designed. This itself indicator that the layout of the shop floor must be redone. So these are the symptoms to do Now let us see the basic facility layout definitions. So a facility layout is an arrangement of everything needed, every machine, center, assembly line, all that, everything needed for production of goods or delivery of services. A facility is an entity that facilitates the performance of any job. It may be a machine tool, a work center, a manufacturing cell, a machine shop, a department, a warehouse, etc. The layout design generally depends on the product's variety and the production volumes. These are important criteria. How many varieties of products we want to make, and each product how much quantity. This is the basis for layout design. So broadly, 4 types of organization are referred to. That is fixed product layout, process layout, product layout, and cellular layout. Now let us see the objectives of this layout decision. The main objective consists of organizing equipment and working areas in the most efficient way, and at the same time satisfactory and safe for the personnel doing the work. So we need to keep in mind the efficiency and safety of the personnel also. Let us see the objectives. Sense of unity is the first objective. So the feeling of being a unit pursuing the same objective, the team feels it. So minimum movement of people that must be ensured. And minimum movement of materials and resources also is required. Any unnecessary movement is a wastage. Then safety in the movement of materials and personal workflow. Another objective is flexibility. So in designing the plant layout, taking into account the changes of short and medium terms in the production process and manufacturing part. Whether existing layout is flexible for change or the new layout being planned is flexible for future changes must be kept in mind, because technology is changing, customer wants and needs will change. So we should keep in mind this while designing the layout. And another objective is congestion reduction. So should avoid any kind of unnecessary congestion. Then elimination of unnecessary occupied areas. Then reduction of administrative and indirect work. Unnecessary work must be avoided. We all know wastages. Wastage in machine time, man time, energy, unnecessary transportation, all this that must be avoided by careful planning at the layout design stage. The layout should facilitate improvement on control and supervision. Better adjustment to changing conditions. Better utilization of the workforce, equipment and services. That should reduce the material handling activities and stocking process. Now let us see various types of this facility layouts. The production process normally determines the type of plant layout to be applied to the facility. Let us see most common layouts. First one is product oriented layout. This is also called product layout, line layout. Second one is process oriented layout. This is also called functional layout. Third one is cellular layout. Fourth one, fixed position layout. So in the first one, the machinery and materials are placed following the product path. How the raw material will move accordingly, this layout is decided. This is called product layout. Second one is process or functional layout. Machinery is placed according to what they do and materials go to them. Means here we keep particular kind of machines in one room, one cell or one unit. Like all the lathe machines are kept in one room, all the milling machines in another room. In case of food processing, all frying equipment one room, all cutting equipment in another room, all packaging in another, like this. In cellular layout, we try to take the advantage of both the whole layouts. It is called a hybrid layout. Then in fixed position layout, the product stays at a place. Product is fixed. All of the resources like machinery, tools, equipment, accessories, manpower will go to the product. For example, aircraft manufacturing. Aircraft raw materials cannot be moved on the machines to make the aircraft. Aircraft is built at a place, fixed. All the resources are brought to the product. Let us see a typical plant layout. On the left picture, you can see garment manufacturing. The machines are placed in a row. There are 2 rows of machines. On each machine, there is 1 person working. There are trolleys and trays available. Looks like a garment or textile factory. So where processes are happening in a line. There is yellow color lines for material movement and conveyor movement or people movement. On the right side, you can see a machine shop where fully automatic computerized control machines are placed. Then there is a person working on each machine. There is an order and a tidiness in this layout. You can see such layout will facilitate efficient operations and clean and neat work area.
Spotlight shine bright all on me. Got the internet talking like, who is she? Whole world watching, they about to see that I can manifest anything, just count to 3. Spotlight shine bright all on me. Yeah, it's all on me.
Now let us see the first kind of layout, that is called product layout. This kind of layout is useful when the production process is organized in a continuous or repetitive way. Continuous or repetitive way means this is used for simple products and large volumes, where we see a continuous flow. So the correct operations flow is reached through the layout design. Say it's not a manufacturing facility. So the first step is mix the ingredients of the chocolate, sugar, cocoa powder, milk powder, various ingredients. Then after mixing, desired proportion, it goes to next machine for heating and mixing. Third one, molding process to make the chocolate into desired shape. Maybe heating is there, then it goes to a cooling chamber where it is cooled. It goes to a packing machine for packing and labeling. So these 5 machines are in a row, operations are in a row. When you want to make large quantity of chocolates, so this product layout suits. So the correct operations flow is reached through the layout design of the equipment and machinery specifications. And we can see in assembly lines and repetitive flow. Correct operation flow will be based on a line balancing exercise like a refrigerator manufacturing assembly line. So on a conveyor, refrigerator is assembled for each component at the stage. It reaches the finished stage, the final thing. And the plant layout will be based on allocating a machine as close as possible to the next one in the line, in the correct sequence to manufacture the product. We can see in the diagram. On the right side, you can see a U-shaped production line, product layout, where raw materials will enter at this place in. Arrow mark indicates transfer of raw material or local movement of raw material. Rectangular 1, 2, 3, 4 are the machines. Raw material will enter machine 1. For example, chocolate manufacturing. Ingredients will enter here. Ingredients are mixed in this the first machine. Then the mix will go to second machine where there is heating involved. Then second stage of mixing. Then the mixture will go to third stage. Third stage can be a molding machine where chocolate takes its shape. Then it will go to cooling process to set the mold. Then it goes to next stage for quality check and packing, secondary packing, labeling, etc. So finishing to finishing stage as a final product. On the left side diagram, you can see raw materials enter from the left side. The diagram. There are 2 production lines here. Product A, the right line, making 1 to 6. When it crosses 6, it becomes the finished product. Say a company want to make two kinds of chocolate. So chocolate variety one run on this first line, product A, and product B has got different characteristics of chocolate. So it has got more complex ingredients and processes. So it takes 1 to 6, then go to 7, then 12. After 18, the final product is ready. So the plant may have such assembly lines, production lines. These are called product layouts. The machines are arranged in a sequence. The sequence need not be straight line like 1 to 6. It can be U shape, S shape, M shape, or any shape. At every stage, raw material comes from the previous stage and it goes to the next stage, except the first and last stage. This is called product level. So this layout facilitates for a large volume of production. So generally, this is suitable for mass production. Now let us see the advantages of the product. First one is reduced material handling activities. There are minimum material handling activities. Because after each machine process, it goes to the next machine. It feeds the immediate next machine. The WIP, the work in process, almost eliminated here. There is no stock of each machine. It's a continuous flow. And it takes minimum manufacturing time and simplification of the production planning and control systems. It is very easy to control such assembly lines or product manufacturing lines in the product line. And it allows for tasks simplification. However, there are certain limitations. First one is no flexibility in the production process. When you're making a chocolate, the machines are set to make that chocolate. So you cannot use it for a different configuration or composition. Low flexibility in the manufacturing times. So all should flow in the same set. So there is no flexibility. High capital investment, because here each machine is an expert machine, specialized machine. So we cannot immediately change to other product. We cannot change the high capacity machines because the investment is very, very high. We cannot replace the machine just like that. And they are exclusively meant for that particular activity. Next one is every workstation is critical to the process. So the lack of personnel or shutdown of a machine stops the entire process. One machine breakdown, entire flow stops. Again, people working on this will feel that work is monotonous because they will not become expert on each machine. But however, each fellow is an expert in that particular machine. Now let us see another layout type that is called process layout. This is also called functional layout. This type of layout is useful when the production process is organized in batches. So this is useful for batch production. The personnel and equipment to perform the same function are allocated in the same area. The different items have to move from one area to another one according to the sequence of operations previously established. The variety of products to produce will lead to a diversity of flows through the facility. So the variations in the production volumes from one period to next one may lead to modifications in the manufactured quantities as well as the types of products to be produced. Here we can see a process layout or functional layout. The outer rectangles indicate one section or department or wing. The first one is a shearing section where shearing machines are there. Next is milling section, drilling section, and packing section. This is for engineering products. Say one component has to be manufactured. Say product A. Product A raw material goes to shearing machine, then it moves to milling machine, then it goes to again shearing machine, and A comes out as a product. Now let us take another product B. Raw material for B product is a different operation. Enter shearing machine, shearing is done, milling machine, milling is done, drilling machine, drilling is done, another drilling operation on another machine is done, then packing machine, another packing machine out. So based on the processes required on that product, the raw material need to move to different sections. However, this will allow for batch productions. Here we can see each group of machines. For example, all these triangles are one set. All rectangles, another machine, all circles, all diamonds, all star shape. So like this, particular set of machines are kept in one room. So in this diagram, we can see three jobs are made. One, will pass through the operations required as per the product operations. So here we can fabricate or manufacture as per the customer requirements in batches. Another kind of layout is called cellular layout. So cellular layout combines both the product and process layout aspects. Machines are grouped into cells based on the processing requirements of a family of similar parts or products. Each cell is designed to perform a specific set of operations, and products move through the cell in a sequential manner. The characteristics are machines are grouped into cells. Each cell is dedicated to a family of similar parts of products. It combines the advantages of product and process layouts. This helps in reduced material handling compared to process layout, improved production flow compared to process layout. So typical diagrams for different layouts. You can see here, based on the product types, see here, O-shaped product, another shaped product. So based on the operations required, this will move to different machines. However, on the right diagram, you can see this itself is a cell in a sequence. Another cell in a sequence. So this is called cellular layout. Based on the, all T's are on the first row. M's here. So based on the requirement, you can use this layout based on the volume and kind of products. The advantage of cellular layout. It increases the flexibility compared to product layout. It reduces the material handling compared to process layout. It has got shorter production lead times compared to process layout. It improved production flow, reduced WIP inventory. However, it has got some limitations like it requires careful planning and analysis to identify part families. Duplication of some equipment may be necessary. You can see in the diagram, some machines are idle at some places. This can happen. Can be more complex to implement than product and process layout. And the last kind of layout is fixed position layout. This is also called project layout. In a fixed position layout, the product remains in a fixed location, and workers, materials, and equipment are brought to the product. This layout is used when the product is too large or heavy to move. The characteristics are the product remains stationary, workers and equipment are moved to the product. It is suitable for large and complex products. High degree of customization is possible. As per the customer specifications, we can make it. But it takes long production lead times. How a future layout looks, we can see here. So on the left diagram, you can see there is a project site. Something has to be constructed. So all the supplies will reach there. All humans need to reach there. All the material resources need to be brought there. Energy as an input is required. All the logistics and supplies are required. So we bring all the tools, machinery, say for example, making of a ship. So all the tools, materials, manpower need to come there to set up, to build the ship. On the right hand, we can see an aircraft manufacturing facility. This is done in fixed position layout. Various components are brought to one place. There it is assembled. Engine is brought and assembled. Wings are brought and assembled. All the sensors, avionics, aviation, electronic components. So these are the human workers and equipment. All the welding machines need to be brought to the place of assembly. So generally fixed layout is suitable for making missiles, ships, aircrafts, railway equipment infrastructure, all heavy projects. Let us see the advantage of fixed layout. Fixed layout has got a high degree of flexibility. After the customer estimates of specifications, we can modify which are not possible on product layout or process layout. And these layouts are suitable for large and complex products. And it minimizes the movement of the products. Here, absolutely, there is no movement of product at all. In product layout, we move the raw material to each from one machine to another machine. However, there are disadvantages in this layout. First one is high material handling costs, because we need to move all the sub-assemblies and resources to the product. And scheduling is very complex in this. In case of product layout, scheduling is very, very easy. Machines are grouted onto the floor and fixed in an order. Then it is very easy to schedule the production quantities. And even coordination is complex in this case. You can imagine the ship manufacturing. Lot of components. Aircraft assembly. Nearly 25 lakh components or 2.5 million components are assembled in one aircraft. So this fixed layout case, it requires skilled labor. One should be expert in various tasks. And the limited space at the work site is another issue. Now let us see what are the factors influencing plant layout design. Several factors influence the selection and design of a plant layout. That includes, first one is product characteristics. To decide what layout we want to go for, first we must have clarity on what is the type of product, size of the product, the weight and density of the product, and complexity features of the product. This is the first criteria and most important. Second one important criteria is production volume. How much quantity we want to produce. How much we are going to sell, how much quantity we are going to produce. These two majorly decide the layout. If the production quantity is high, more than 1 million, and the varieties to be made are 1 or 2, product layout is the best layout, which allows for mass production. When we want to make, say, in the order of more than 2 varieties, 2, 5, 10, 20 varieties of like shoes, laptops, mobile phones, and the quantities are in the order of thousands, few thousands, okay? 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 90,000. This order, then batch production kind of facility like process layout suits. If we want to make only 1 or 2 numbers, then it is a project production, fixed layout suits. And sometimes when you make batch productions in large quantity, cellular layout will suit. Let us see the other factor, which is process requirements. The sequence of operations and the type of equipment required. This has to be seen. What are the sequence of operations to be done on the new product or product, and what type of equipment are required. Another factor is material handling. What we are going to do with the movement of the materials. Are we going to set up conveyors, automatic systems, or manual movement? So the methods and equipment used to move the materials, this also affects. Then space availability. How much space is available for our new factory to be set up, new plant to be set up. So the size and shape of the building also matters. Then safety considerations, because it has to be ensured a safe working environment. The layout should facilitate automatically for safety of the people and machinery and processes. Flexibility. So the ability to adapt to changes in product design or production. Today we are making some X design product. Maybe after 1 or 2 years, the market requirements may change. Maybe we need to